What is a popular film whose script breaks all of the screenwriting rules and yet it's still a success? And how often does this happen? And is this something that bothers you in any way?
An interesting question, and to answer it, you really have to go to that concept of screenwriting rules. And when in my Anatomy of Story class, I talk about all of the fundamental key elements that have to be in your script for it to be a great story. And that's what we're really talking about. How do you tell a great story? In that sense, there is no popular film that I can tell you that breaks those rules, because we're talking about two different concepts of what rule means. Most people, when they think about the rules of writing, they're really talking about these very simple, conventional type of ideas about what makes a good script, which I'm not interested in, because to me that is mechanical writing. That's paint by numbers script writing, and that simply won't work. When I talk about the rules of good story, I'm talking about these key elements way under the surface that link a story together so that it builds steadily from beginning to end. Now, at that level of story, what I call the grammar of drama, the way a story can build so that it has the greatest impact on the audience, there is no way to write a great script that doesn't hit those beats. Now, here's the qualifier, which is that when you transcend a genre, when you use, for example, advanced storytelling techniques, you come up with a story that appears to break those basic rules, but it doesn't. What it's doing is simply coming up with characters and story structures that are more complex. They're not the simple chronological beginning to the end type of story. And they might these stories might have a main character who is, quote, unlikable. That's one of those conventional rules that I mentioned that you hear when you're first starting out as a writer and think, oh, I have to have a likable hero. Well, not so. That is false. And so it's very important for writers to understand what these, quote, rules are that actually make for a great story, and these so-called conventional rules that are not true. They're certainly not true now, and they probably never were.